Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gунько, and I'm a student of the Faculty of Philology in BSPU. And today we will speak about holidays. I think it's very hard to find a person who doesn't love holidays, especially among the youth and children, because it's time when you can forget about your work and studying and enjoy yourself. And of course, there are many traditional holidays in each country. But today, we will speak about British and Belarusian holidays. Let's start.
Today, I want to tell you about such British holidays as New Year's Day, Christmas Day, Easter Monday, Good Friday, Mother's Day, Bonfire Night, Valentine's Day, and April Fool's Day. And also about such Belarusian holidays as Constitution Day of Belarus, Unity Day of the Peoples of Belarus and Russia, the 9th of May, Day of State Emblem and Flag of Belarus, Independence Day of the Republic of Belarus or Republic Day, Fatherland Defender Day, International Women's Day, Labor Day, the 7th of November, Радоница, Масленица, Купале, and Дожинки. But first of all, let's get acquainted with the English words on this topic. New Year resolutions. Новогоднее обещание. To be crowded. Быть переполненным толпой людей. To be scattered. Быть разбросанным. Artificial frost. Искусственный иней, снег. Essential. Обязательный, необходимый. Public holiday. Официальный выходной день. Bank holiday. Официальный выходной день. Congestion. Большое скопление людей. Fair – ярмарка. Medieval – средневековый. Conjoined twins – сиамские близнецы. To demand – требовать. To commemorate – поминать, чтить память. To be crucified – быть распятым на кресте. Christians – христиане. To fast – постничать. To declare – провозгласить, объявить. Lent – Великий пост. Explosion – взрыв, воспламенение. To encourage – призывать, подстрекать, способствовать. Sovereign country – независимая страна. Proclamation – официальное объявление. Solemn – важный. Fascism – фашизм. Attribute – символ. Emblem – герб. Anthem – гимн. Liberation – освобождение. Nazi invaders – нацистские захватчики. Valor – мужество, отвага. Honor – честь. Equality of rights – равенство прав. Accomplishment – завершение. Ancestor – предок. Effigy – чучело.
And the first holiday is New Year's Day. New Year's Day is, of course, the first day of the year. It is a national holiday in most countries around the world. It is a time when families get together and celebrate with a meal. Many people make new plans for the rest of the year. These plans are called New Year resolutions. People decide to lose weight, get fit, stop smoking, study English every day, or save lots of money. I think most people are serious about these plans on January 1st. But then forget about them before the end of the week. Then, 1 year later, it's New Year's Day all over again and people make the same resolutions again. I guess people all around the world make the same kinds of plans. I guess they also break their resolutions at the same time. Christmas Day, which is celebrated on the 25th of December, is probably the most popular holiday in Great Britain. It is a family holiday. Traditionally, all relatives and friends give each other presents. So, before Christmas, all the department stores and shops are crowded. Everybody is choosing a present. In general, people get prepared for this holiday very carefully. They decorate their houses in the traditional way. Christmas trees are set up in houses, in the streets and churches. They are always decorated with fairy lights, angels, and small toys. In addition, little packets with nuts, candies, and special biscuits are hung on the tree. Presents are put around the tree and artificial frost is scattered over the branches. On the eve of Christmas, children hang their stockings, so that Santa Claus could put presents into them. Oranges, sweets, nuts, and if the child didn't behave properly, Santa Claus can put there a piece of coal as punishment. Santa Claus got his name from a man known as Saint Nicholas, who lived in the 4th century. He gave his wealth to the poor and often to children. After he died, the Dutch brought this legend to colonial America. Soon the Dutch name Sinterklaas became Santa Claus. Carol singing is an essential part of Christmas. No church or school is without its carol service. Carols may be traditional or with some variations that express different feelings. Carols were used for the first time during Christmas in the 15th century. Usually children come around in the evening to the front doors and start singing carols, and people who live in these houses give children candies, nuts, pies, and so on, to thank them for carol singing. A typical Christmas lunch includes turkey with cranberry sauce and pudding. Every young woman in each household helps to stir the Christmas pudding, if she wishes to be married that year. Usually a coin or two are hidden inside the pudding, and part of the fun is to see who finds it. After the lunch, they go to the sitting room to listen to the Christmas speech of the Queen, shown on TV. So, Christmas is a merry family holiday for all the people of Great Britain. Christmas comes but once a year. Easter Monday is a public holiday in some areas, where it is a day off and schools and most businesses are closed. In other areas, Easter Monday is a normal working day. Easter Monday is a bank holiday in England, Wales and Northern Ireland, but not in Scotland. In England, Wales and Northern Ireland, many businesses and organizations are closed. Stores are often open to welcome shoppers, but public transport systems may run to a different timetable. There may be some congestion on train services and roads as people return from trips made during their 4-day weekend. In Scotland, Easter Monday is a normal Monday. For many people, Easter Monday is the last day in a 4-day weekend. If people have been on a short vacation or have visited family or friends who live some distance away, they often travel back on this day. For other people, it is just a welcome day off to enjoy the spring weather or work on their garden or home improvements. In some places, there are egg rolling competitions, Easter bonnet parades, displays on traditional Morris dance and fairs, or special sports matches. In Biddenden, Kent, special cakes are distributed in memory of conjoined twins born in 1100, who lived to the age of 34. The tradition of having a holiday on the Monday after Easter stems from the medieval festival of Hogtide. This was a 2-day festival on the Monday and Tuesday after Easter, originating in the 11th century. Some stories say that on the Monday, the men of a town tied up the women and demanded a kiss from them before they were freed. Others say that a man had to carry a woman for a certain distance or lift her up a given number of times in return for a kiss. Now, Hogtide is only celebrated in the town of Hungerford in Berkshire, and the main events are on the Tuesday after Easter. Good Friday. Good Friday is the Friday before Easter Monday. It is one of the most important celebrations in the Christian calendar. It commemorates the death of Jesus, who was crucified on a cross. Good Friday is a day of mourning in church. Churches all over the world hold special services. Christians think about the meaning of Jesus' suffering and his death on the cross. In many countries, religious groups reenact the final hours of Jesus' life, leading up to his death. Part of this is the reciting of Jesus' final words. No one agrees which saying was his last. They include, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. My God, what have you forsaken me? And into your hands I commit my spirit." Good Friday is a public holiday in many countries with a strong Christian tradition. Many shops and businesses close for the day. In many English-speaking countries, people eat hot cross buns. These are sweet raisin buns with a cross on the top. They are usually toasted and buttered. Many Catholics, however, are supposed to fast on this day. In reality, most practicing Catholics will avoid meat. There is a very unusual custom in Bermuda. People fly kites that are shaped like a cross. The kites flying in the sky symbolize Jesus going up to heaven. Many people stay at home and watch TV. There are many religious shows on and movies about the Bible. Bonfire night. The year was 1605, and some English Catholics were angry because King James I was treating them badly. In November of that year, a group of men made a plan to blow up the Houses of Parliament in London. An enormous explosion was planned for the 5th of November. This was the day that the king was due to open Parliament. The plan became known as the Gunpowder Plot, and the leader of the group was called Guy Fawkes. The men put 36 barrels of gunpowder in the Houses of Parliament and waited for the king to arrive. The group decided that Guy Fawkes should light the gunpowder and cause the explosion. Did they succeed? No, they didn't. The police found the gunpowder before it exploded, and they caught all the men involved in the plot. The men were tortured and killed. To celebrate his survival, King James ordered the people of England to have a bonfire on the night of the 5th of November. Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is one of the most famous holidays in the world. It falls on the 14th of February and is celebrated across the world. It is a traditional day for lovers to express their love to each other. They do this by sending Valentine's cards with romantic messages. It is common to leave the card unsigned. Other traditions on this day are buying chocolates and giving red roses. Valentine's Day used to be an American and European thing, but now it has gone all over the world. It has become very commercial. Companies that make Valentine's goods even encourage people to send Valentine's cards to their parents and other family members. In Japan, only women give Valentine's gifts to all the men they know. There is confusion over which Saint Valentine the day is named after. It is either Valentine of Rome, who lived in the 3rd century, or Saint Valentine, Bishop of Terni, from the 14th century. The custom of exchanging romantic messages seems to have started in the 19th century England. In 1847, an American woman, Esther Holland, started producing and selling Valentine cards. Today, over 1 billion are sent worldwide, with women sending 85% of them. Different companies slowly saw the opportunities to make money from Valentine's Day. In the 1980s, diamond companies began promoting jewelry as the ultimate Valentine's gift. French and Italian restaurants are also very busy on this day. April Fool's Day is on the 1st of April every year. It is a day when people can play tricks and practical jokes on each other. No one really knows the exact origin of this day. The writer Mark Twain famously said, "This is a day upon which we are reminded of what we are on the other 364 days." In some countries, you have until noon to play your jokes. If you play a trick on someone after midday, you are the April Fool. In other countries, April Fool's Day lasts the whole day. On this day, you never know what or who to believe. Even newspapers and television stations play April Fool's jokes on their readers and viewers. Sometimes people actually think the real news is an April Fool's joke. And now, let's speak about Belarusian holidays. Constitution Day of Belarus is a public holiday that takes place annually in the Republic on the 15th of March, when the day of adoption of the first constitution of a sovereign country is celebrated. The constitution is a fundamental law of any state. 15th of March marks the celebration of the proclamation of the highest value of Belarus, man. The next one is Unity Day of the peoples of Belarus and Russia, which is celebrated on the 2nd of April, because it was on this day in 1996 that the presidents of Russia and Belarus, Boris Yeltsin and Alexander Lukashenko, signed the Treaty on the Formation of the Community of Russia and Belarus in Moscow. On this day, scientific conferences and seminars, meetings of professors from Russia and Belarus are widely held in many higher educational institutions. On the 9th of May, Belarus celebrates the victory over fascism in the Great Patriotic War and the Day of the Memory of Fallen Soldiers. On this day, solemn events with the participation of war veterans, their celebration, military parades and festive processions, laying wreaths to memorable places related to the events of the Great Patriotic War are held in the Belarusian cities. Day of State Emblem and Flag of Belarus is celebrated annually on the second Sunday of May. The attributes of any sovereign state are the national flag, emblem and anthem, which reflect the historical, spiritual and moral features of the nation, the culture and worldview of the people, their desire for self-determination and independent development. Independence Day of the Republic of Belarus, or Republic Day, is celebrated annually on the 3rd of July and is the main holiday of the Belarusian statehood. It is tied to the date of liberation of the capital of Belarus, the hero city of Minsk, from the Nazi invaders on the 3rd of July in 1944. The key events of the Independence Day is a solemn parade followed by festive events. Fatherland Defender Day in the Republic of Belarus is solemnly celebrated on the 23rd of February. On this day, the citizens of the country congratulate all those who passed by the front roads, defended freedom and independence during the Great Patriotic War, who are an example of selfless service to the motherland in the post-war period, and who performed international duty with valor and honor. International Women's Day arose as a day of solidarity of working women in the struggle for equality of rights. In modern Belarus, 8th of March is the Spring Festival and the day of honoring all women. On this day, it is customary to give flowers and gifts to all the representatives of the beautiful half of humanity. In Belarus, the date of the accomplishment of the Great October Revolution on the 7th of November in 1917 is a national holiday. However, the meaning of the holiday acquired a different interpretation. It is emphasized that thanks to the revolution, the Belarusians gained their statehood. In Minsk, on this day, traditionally commemorative meetings, laying flowers at the monument to Lenin are held. Maslenitsa is an ancient Slavic holiday with numerous customs that has come down to the present through the centuries. It is celebrated during the week before Lent. The main attributes of the holiday are traditionally the effigy of Maslenitsa, fun, sleigh rides, festivities, and of course pancakes, round, rosy and hot. Previously, they had a ritual significance because they were a symbol of the sun, which grew brighter and brighter, extending the day. Kupale is a national holiday with a rich centuries-old history, has been celebrated since ancient times at the height of the Belarusian summer, on the 6th-7th of July. The holiday Kupale is shrouded in a mystical veil of legends and traditions. The most famous legend is, of course, the search for Paparati Kvetka, which blooms only on the night of Ivan Kupala and fulfills all the desires of the one who has found it. Dazhinki is an annual festival fair of village workers, which has been held in Belarus since 1996. At the festival, the best workers of the agro-industrial complex of the Republic are awarded. The official part is usually opened by a procession of guests of honor, delegations of regions, creative teams. Radunitsa is a day for special remembrance of the dead, celebrated on the 9th day after the Orthodox Easter holiday. On this day, memorial services are held in the temples, after which it is customary to visit cemeteries to set in order the graves of relatives and close people. The traditional meal is a memorial meal at the graves of the ancestors. The essence of the ceremony is to gather all representatives of the family, both living and departed. I hope you enjoyed speaking about holidays. Have a nice day and goodbye.